A prayer to preservation and ruin. Hi. I know that twice in one day may seem like a lot of prayer for a disciple of change, but I wanted to elucidate our means of taking from your altars earlier by giving you some context. See, we found ourselves on this mission to disrupt and hopefully end the reign of chaos on our world. A plan that would not only end the harmony of life as we know it, but also produce a world where even the destruction of ruin would create in its wake. I can't say I'm proud of all our actions towards getting to this point, including how we acquired those magic items from the children of the machine, but I wanted to make clear that all that we have taken from you will exclusively be used towards maintaining the order of our world. So preservation can preserve, ruin can ruin, and change can exist in the balance.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Jester's Court. My name is Casey Reardon. I'm your Dungeon Master, and joining me today, as always, we have Rachel Kordell.
Dun, 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 dun. Artemis, Alwyn, Kroft.
Okay.
It's shooting stars.
It's shooting stars.
Yeah.
Get it? It's shooting stars.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. All right,
It took me a bit.
we have Andrew Frost.
He's a goat, and he has a glove, and his name is Leo.
Woo!
I couldn't think of anything.
Okay, sure. I mean,
You thought of that.
you thought of that.
This is
Hey,
why-
we got somewhere.
This is why you gotta do something simple like I do. It was either basically 2 words that could be anything or just a simple recipe.
I mean, I like whatever falls out of my mouth at the last minute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Speaking of, Sky, what do we have on today's menu?
Renald DuCane serving up chicken katsu with a tonkatsu sauce over slightly pickled cabbage.
Slightly pickled.
I'm
Yes.
hungry.
You're doing a little quick pickle?
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna eat that after this.
Ooh. And of course, we have Jonas Tintenseher.
If you can't catch a wave, then you're never gonna ride it. You can't come uninvited. Never gonna give in. Never gonna give it up. No. Snøfrid of Åsbrush.
That was beautiful.
That was inspirational.
God.
It was from the
Jasper
beautiful
Snøfrid.
movie Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron.
Oh, wow.
You just
I
love it.
that.
Underrated movie.
Can't say I've seen it.
I don't know
Nope,
what
There's a
movie it
horse,
is, but I love
There's
it.
many horses.
I believe there was a horse. At least one.
At least, yeah, there you go.
At least 4
Context,
hooves.
we could figure out there was probably a horse.
All right. Well, you have geared up, leveled up, and are probably making your way to hopefully what is your final stop here in the Ashland Waste before moving along with your lost friend Hesk. You kind of start making your way in the direction of that black dot on your map, leaving the small community of Growler behind you, and start walking the Ashen Desert, undetectable by everything that you pass. And along the way, you can see that there are a few more herds of those stink boars roaming through the wastelands, unafraid of other creatures that roam the land, because, quite frankly, they're dangerous as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, we stay the hell away from them.
Yep. Even being completely invisible to them, you keep a wide berth overall. And as you do so, you see that there's this small encampment of those mutilated cannibals who you fought earlier. Their elongated claws and teeth,
Ew.
and with a crazed look in their eye, they're sitting around a campfire, keeping an ever-vigilant watch for food and signs of the burrowing death, Nelithral. Off in the distance,
Wait a second.
yes.
They weren't all cannibals?
What do you mean?
I just thought people here, like, I thought those people were gonna be cannibals. I didn't realize that there were separate cannibals to people in the desert. I'm sorry. That's just me being stupid.
Propaganda, baby.
I'm sorry.
We determined last time that
That was just me being stupid.
that all my children were not cannibals.
Unless they're made out of potato. In that case,
Exactly. We learned they weren't cannibals, and then I didn't realize that there were also still cannibals.
The people who tried to kill you earlier?
Just short-term memory loss, I guess.
Yeah.
Oops, all cannibals.
Yeah. Oops, all cannibals.
As you're walking, you can see off in the distance that there are these scavenger birds flying overhead, possibly following the path of destruction that the black worm creates everywhere it goes, but they're flying away from you. Nothing to worry about. And as the sun starts to set, and the twin moons of Luna and Archon peek out from the cloud cover, you see a building on the horizon, which appears to be a large warehouse. And you can assume that this is where Themis has made her home.
Oh shit,
So-
we're already here.
Oh boy.
You said the moons were setting?
The moons are up. They came out from the cloud cover.
They rose. Okay.
Can we take a long rest? Have we taken a long rest?
You did.
Yeah.
Okay.
End of last episode.
That is true.
I figured we'd kind of hand wave this travel, seeing how nothing can see you.
That's
That is
true.
very fair.
Okay, so we're approaching at nighttime. That's pretty opportune, I think.
True.
So how do we want to approach this one, team?
I mean, we are invisible. Shall we not just make our way inside, do a little bit of recon?
Yeah, maybe we can sabotage something.
Yes.
I mean, I'll speak in character. I feel as perhaps walking in won't be quite as simple as walking. I mean, again, we are invisible, but that doesn't mean we're undetectable.
Well, we will never know unless we go in.
Well, yes, but perhaps with some caution.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a
Renald
good
crouches
plan.
down and goes in stealth mode.
Not enough.
He gets down on his belly and wiggles through the sand.
I was wondering if there was maybe something we could do to draw the stench borers away from this place that are guarding it and lure the worm here. But I don't know how we would do that.
We also don't want the worm to just like attack Hesk or anything if Hesk is, vulnerable.
Well,
to
my
that.
thinking was we could go in while the worm is doing worm things and kind of stage a rescue mission in the chaos. But it's a moot point because I don't know how we get there anyway. Just wanted to voice it in case anyone comes up with an idea.
And that's even saying he's here. I mean,
Right, yeah, maybe we
it's not
just
out the realm of possibilities.
maybe we're just totally
passed him
wrong.
by.
In fact, we should probably go and check out the other places in the world that we didn't visit before.
Yeah, just in case.
We go back to that tree, that huge tree.
It might not even be on this continent, and we have no way of knowing truly.
No,
so.
Snøfrid is right. We have no way of knowing if Hesk is even there. I say we just leave. We go back to those nice lizards. We get a churro.
Casey, your nose is bleeding.
I
Are you
wouldn't
okay?
say we have no way of knowing.
What direction we're going?
No. Like, I can cast, like, what is it? It's locate.
Oh, yeah. Locate creature actually would be great right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good thinking.
Yes. I want to cast locate creature for Hesk.
Okay.
Look for Hesk. Yes.
You cast Locate Creature, and the rest of the party can see that blue spirit kind of mimicking your movements as you are casting it through the somatic components, and you know that Hesk is in that building.
He is here.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, what about Themis?
I could. I feel like she's probably here. I don't know if we necessarily need to even. If Hesk is here, why would she leave him here?
Well, maybe she's out on an errand, and we could go in. We're doing recon. We're not in a rush, right? Could sleep tomorrow, get your spells back.
I guess that's true.
What about Themis? Probably you're right. Is probably a guarantee, but I might be willing to check. But also, what about the Tallyman? And what about Themis' sister and If Themis is here, the dragon's probably here, so we don't need to check that one.
Well, considering I only have 2 times to cast that spell or anything of that level, and I've already casted one of them, I would say we should proceed as if we assume they are all here.
Okay.
See, what has me concerned is apparently there's more witches here.
Yeah, I think there are 2.
At least.
That could even be 3. We do not know.
I think there was mention of a 3rd. I don't remember. I
think
unfortunately
there
did not
was.
write down.
No, it was the fact that there were 3 hags total. There was the green one, this other one to stole your friend, and then there was a 3rd one.
Yeah, I don't remember her name. I think I was dead when it was mentioned.
Casey, where did you say Hesk is about in this building? Like, I can see like direction and distance. Is there a 2nd floor? Is it on the far side of the building closer?
It is a warehouse. You assume that the tall ceiling, like the height of the building, it's 1 floor tall ceiling. Mm-hmm. You've seen enough like old world warehouses to know that's generally the layout.
So the direction is on 1 level straight across, so on ground level and far side or near side of the building from where we are currently.
Kind of to the right, kind of midway.
Midway, so mid-building towards the right from where we're currently standing.
Yep.
Okay.
You are still a pretty decent distance away at this point, but you can make your way closer and kind of get a better sense of what the building as a whole looks like.
Is there any kind of visible guards or fencing, or is it just a lone warehouse in the middle of the desert?
Make a perception check.
Okay. 25?
25. Very nice. So with a 25,
Not too shabby.
what you find is you can see that there are several scarecrows kind of dotted along outside of this area, and you can see that they're wearing some sort of fur. You can safely pretty much assume, based off the stench, that these are stench spore pelts that are being placed on these scarecrows that are lining the outside of this warehouse. You can also see several large armored or suits of armor walking around patrolling the area.
Mm-hmm.
We go snag all those pelts. Old Big Worm comes along, eats the place. We're good.
I thought they were live stench spore herds here. We can disable the scarecrows.
Yeah. Big Worm eats the whole place whole. You know, we're done.
Yeah, then we kill the worm to get Hesk back.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, no, this will go great.
Listen, one death worm is easier fight than 3 witches because 1 is fewer than 3.
And a worm can't cast spells.
I feel
what if it
like they're
can?
both pretty intense.
I have fought worms before with a fishing hook. I think I could take on a worm more than I could take on an old lady.
Let's.
But you
I've lost fights with old ladies.
We're not seeing it, but we've seen how everyone runs from it.
Well, maybe its reputation, precedes it. We might be okay.
Yeah,
Who
maybe
knows?
it's one of those like urban legend things.
That would be wonderful if it could actually be negotiated with and no one ever tried. We could be the first. We could be the worm tamers.
Oh, yes, let's get the worm here. We will talk to the worm.
Are you all okay? Because you are going at this with a very low sense of caution.
This is a trauma response by making jokes about
We
it.
caught the sun madness while out in the dunes.
Artemis, as far as I'm concerned, I just think... there is... Yes, I'm trying to add levity to tense situation, but also I don't know about fighting Themis and her sister and the dragon and the Tallyman. I don't think we win that fight.
No, I don't either. That's why I'm concerned with setting off an alarm or, anything that could tick them off to us being here in the first place. Would cause
we
that
do
fight.
recon first, and then we do the worm.
Yeah, of
plan.
course.
All right, we do that. Renald runs towards the facility full sprint.
No.
See?
Well, that's a him problem.
We need to
though.
do something.
Yeah, that's a good point. We can't just be
we don't
talking
need to
in
rush
circles.
is the salient point.
So you make your way up to the building, and you can see that this is a rather large facility overall. As you're kind of making your way, or in Renald's case, rushing your way forward, you can see that there is a door, a large double door entrance that is currently sitting closed. There are lights on inside the building, and you can see through the fogged glass, the light kind of shining outward a little bit. There's a 9-digit key panel next to the door, and along the top of this building, which is probably about 30 feet up, there are small windows that you might be able to try and peek through, if you can get up 30 feet.
I want to send Moop up to look in the window.
Moop! Moop kind of starts floating up towards the window, hangs out there for a second, and then floats back down to you. Moop!
Mm-hmm.
What did they say?
Does it look good in there, or does it look bad in there?
Moop!
What? One Moop for good, 2 Moops for bad.
Moop, moop, moop.
Wait, God! Okay, I mean, it's so bad it's good. It's like a
it
bad
came
movie,
back around.
or-
It came back around. I cast Levitate on Snøfrid and push them up into the air.
When can you cast Levitate?
I pull,
Oh, yeah.
I
Forgot
pull out
you can do
the
that now.
Lyre of
Oh, from the
Clyde.
lyre. Okay. I'm going up again. Oh, I don't like this.
You'll be
I'm having
fine.
flashbacks.
You'll be fine.
The
Second
last time this
the
happened, it
charm.
did not end well. Oh
Nah,
no.
they'll be okay. Last time you monkey barred into the air. This time you are a flying horse.
All right, so you start floating upwards continuously. I'm going to assume you
stop
use the
yourself?
immovable rod to stop yourself from continuing
I
to
don't
go
have
up.
an immovable rod, Casey.
Oh, you're right. That
It's
got
so
left behind.
flying, you're so cool.
You-
However, I don't think you can go. I don't think you could keep going.
No, it's only 20 feet.
okay.
Well, the target
okay,
can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach, such as a wall or ceiling. So you could kind of scramble up the wall. You can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on your turn.
If
So
you
that
are the
doesn't.
target, you can move up and down a part of your move, so I can control
Yeah,
my
cool.
own.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
good.
okay.
You're good.
So you start floating up towards these windows, and as you kind of peek in, it looks like a maze in there.
Oh, good.
Large shelving units that are packed full of different crates, boxes, and just scrap in general are piled high almost all the way to the ceiling. You can see light flickering mostly in 2 separate spots. One is off in the far end of the warehouse. You can see some shadows maybe moving about against the wall, and more towards the right side of the building where Artemis was detecting Hesk, you can see this kind of green glow coming.
Oh, jeez.
What do you see?
Lots of boxes and 2 very suspicious corners.
Which one is more suspicious?
Well, I guess the left one because I think the right one is Hesk.
Can you get the window open?
Is there a latch? Is there any kind of mechanism?
There is a mechanism. It doesn't look like it would be super easy to open from this side, though.
I produce my thieves' tools that I mended
Okay.
at some point.
You pull out your thieves' tools and start trying to make some headway into unlatching this window. Go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check.
And it's been my thieves' tools proficiency instead?
Yes.
That's an 11.
You start trying to fiddle with the lock on the outside of the window, but it's getting pretty hard to fit your tools through and actually get the latch.
Yeah, it is warehouse. It's not residential. It's not really meant for opening from the outside. We could try somewhere else. Maybe there's a skylight.
Or we could see if we
good
could just
thinking.
find the entrance. We are invisible.
Sure.
You are
yeah,
all
right
standing
there.
in front of the entrance, yes. I had mentioned a door with a panel earlier.
It's right there.
I was too focused on the flying horse. I missed that. What's the code from the frog? I put that into the keypad.
Are
So the
there letters?
keypad is numbered.
Yeah.
Well,
I put it in like it's a phone. Like it's a texting phone.
All right, you start typing it in like it's a texting phone, typing in the numbers 149.
Wait, stop.
8.
I think about it halfway through and I realize if we get this wrong, it'll alert them that we're here, so I don't do it.
how do we know that?
These are electronic systems, they're connected. It will buzz or alert or beep or something, and they'll know. We need the.
Yeah, that's a
we
good
need better
point.
plan.
Yes.
I'm going to spend a minute to put gaseous form into my prepared spells from the book, the Alchemical
Yep.
Compendium, and then I will cast gaseous form.
That's smart. Ooh, that's smart.
You cast gaseous form, becoming a puff of smoke yourself, and start. Are you passing through the cracks in the door?
I will attempt to, yes.
All right. You start pushing your way through the solid object, kind of finding the cracks and crevices in between the door and the door frame, and you make your way to the other side.
So afraid.
I'm going to.
That was gonna be bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna die again alone.
Oh no! You can't.
As you make your way into this, on this side of the door, you can hear a conversation coming from the other end of the warehouse.
Oh,
it's
okay.
just muffled at this point. You're not close enough to make out what the conversation is, but you can hear that there is a conversation going on.
Well, okay. I go back through the cracks and I make a kind of like, I make a billowing motion with my gaseous form, my gaseous body to indicate chill out for a minute. And then I'm going to...
I've realized I have Pass Without a Trace on my thing. Would that be worth casting? I mean, I know we're already invisible, but like...
Then we would have like an insane plus to ourselves.
Yeah,
How
we
long does that
literally
last?
would.
Yeah, I would say it's worth it.
Up to an hour.
Oh yeah, do it.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. Yep, I cast Pass Without a Trace.
I will make that billowing motion to indicate to hold on for a second, and then I will go and I will try to, as invisible mist, I will seep through... actually, I'm just going to do this as a scouting mission. I'm going to try and, staying high up, I'm going to try and get the layout of the whole building and make my way to that conversation.
Did you at least open the door, or are you just in there with us?
I just to say to wait, because I can't go back into gaseous form if I leave. So
Okay then. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the recon
Fair.
first.
So you start making your way kind of around the walls of shelves in this gaseous form, kind of puffing through it. And as you get closer to the conversation and are kind of mapping out the directions of everything as you go, you start to make out a little bit more of the conversation. And you hear, "We're doing our best, but this group is persistent. We've even lost contact with the tallyman. I'm not looking for excuses, Themis. We need to get the location in Caldore up and running before I can make my next move. Don't disappoint me. I gave you and your sisters resources and power, and you can be sure that I will take them away if you fail me." Yes, of course. We're almost ready for the Bruin Spear. I'm just waiting for one more ingredient. Good. I'm thinking tapas for this one. Just have it done soon.
No.
And as you start getting into that area that conversation was happening, you see a flash of light, and then you see Themis and one other person, this gnome woman who is just kind of standing there shaking, slowly taking notes. She seems a little wet for some reason. And you can also see, out of the corner of your eye, a mouse running along the wall of one of these shelves. And he is dressed in leather armor with a needle at his side.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Is Sedgwick?
Our buddy.
Is Sedgwick the mouse?
I can't get the attention of the mouse because I am invisible, even if I wasn't a guest. Okay, does the gnome look like the woman on the Lucy buckle signs?
No.
Oh. Who are you, little gnome?
Did it appear that the gnome was the one talking? Or was the flash of light indicating that someone teleported away?
Seems to have indicated that someone teleported away.
Okay,
Gross.
so Lucy Buckle was here.
Oh my god, Lucy Buckle is chaos.
Oh my
God.
I mean, that would be...
Of course, all those menu options.
I was
How
going
could we
to say,
be so
very
blind?
appropriate.
That would be an incredible twist.
Okay, all right, Cedric is here. Cedric's just like moving around like he's not...
Spying.
Yeah, I guess he's just spying.
He seems to be
Reconning
moving
like
around.
you
If you kind of follow him and watch him,
For a couple
you
minutes,
see
yeah.
that he's kind of making note of where Themis is, and then he scurries down another kind of hallway in these towers of shelves. And you see him kind of jump into some of the boxes, grab something really quick, and scurry away.
Okay. I would like to float toward the green glow, and I don't want to get too close, but if I can kind of make out what's going on over there at all.
You start floating towards the green glow, but you don't think, without getting into that area, you would be able to really see anything. You have to fully go into that area to see what's going on. or to know what's going on.
Then I will return to the main entrance, and I will ungaseous form. How long does levitate last, Sky?
I believe it's only 10 minutes.
I don't think I've been away for that long. Casey, do I still have a little bit of levitate?
Probably not. Maybe exactly 10 minutes.
If I have a little bit of time left, I would like to open a window and get everyone in by picking them up, levitating to the window, and...
Or at least just drop a rope real fast.
We can do that too, but levitate can hold 500
I think you'd have enough time for the... Yeah, why not? That doesn't bother me.
Cool.
I think you'd have maybe enough time to get everybody up there. There's only...
Right, and then, it's one of those things where the spell fades just as we get the last person in.
Yep.
Oh, thank God.
Yep. All right, so we'll get everyone inside.
It's very beautiful timing.
Yeah.
Cinematic.
I will recount. Also, I'll explain what I said. I said, okay, Cedric is here. I think he's doing some kind of like incognito sabotage stuff.
Who is Cedric again?
You didn't meet him.
Little mouse friend. We like him. He's good.
He's on our side.
You have a mouse friend?
It's a long... it's not that long a story, actually. He's a fae.
Is that really the craziest thing you've ever heard?
No, I guess not.
I'm a goat. She's a horse. I mean...
Anyway, Cedric is here. There's a green glow in the corner. I think is probably Hesk related because he glows green, but I didn't want to get too close. Themis was talking to someone who is upset with their progress, and I just recounted the whole conversation. I think someone teleported away. There's a gnome who I don't know. Maybe it's the other hag. Maybe it's not.
Does the gnome look like they are capable at all in combat?
Well, they looked wet.
What if we gnome nap them real fast? We interrogate them on the other side of the factory.
Can I?
Why are they wet?
Can I roll? I have a suspicion, Casey. Can I roll some kind of check to think about if that gnome might be a particular kind of hag?
Yeah, I guess that would be either history or
are they
arcana.
a water hag?
Water hag. It's a 14 arcana.
With a 14 arcana. Yeah, you know that hags can shapeshift. You've seen Themis do it.
My guess is hag because there's like a cold hag and a wet hag and a forest hag. You know, there's different kinds of hags.
A warm hag,
bone hag,
a temperate hag. My least favorite, the humid hag.
There's specifically wet hags.
Yo, you wet. They're you know, what things that this ocean hag. You know, mermaid, nymph, lady. I don't know.
Like Ocean Master.
Okay.
Oh, a sea hag.
Gotcha.
Yes, sea hag. This is... I couldn't think of the word sea.
Sea hag. Okay. That makes sense. But I didn't realize they were just chronically wet.
As opposed to the D hag and E hag.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're wet. Themis, I think, is a night hag, which is why she's so dark and edgy. You know, there's
Really typecasting this show.
Well, you know, I mean, my favorite Estelle the Green. I don't know what kind of hag she was, but there's a
green hag.
There's a kind. Actually, I think that is a kind. Or then there's an Annis hag. But my favorite is the cold hag because they're called burr hags.
It's like the chili.
That's a true D&D fact. I don't know why they're called that. Anyway,
what is D&D?
It is this ancient tome of lore I read once that's the hags the forest.
We all get nosebleed.
Yeah, anyway.
Why is my nose bleeding? It's wet.
Probably hag. I didn't see anybody else in the building.
No.
Almost certainly hag and Themis's other sister. Now, if we recall, Estelle tasked us actually not even with killing Themis, but with kind of breaking her out of Chaos's grip.
Yes.
And when this person was talking to her right now, whoever it was, she was kind of distressed. So I'm not, again, like we know I'm not a very good orator, but I feel like we do have ground to kind of make those inroads and convince her that this is not the best path.
And if that does not work, I will summon my echo and we will stab her like 40 times.
Yeah. Is this, if the warehouse is full of shelving and storage, there's no sign of like a dragon holding cell or something?
No, there doesn't appear to be. Not from your initial float around.
Dragon.
Yeah.
The whole warehouse is a dragon.
Oh my god.
No, it's actually going to be the whole dragon, isn't it? He's just telling us it.
No sign of the dragon. Could have been disassembled. Could be charging somewhere. It could be under the warehouse. I don't know, but I didn't see it anywhere.
Who knows?
I mean, we didn't check the roof.
Maybe we should go find this mouse. They might have some information for us.
Yeah, it's probably your best lead.
Yeah, we can find the mouse. We can try and get Cedric on it. He can probably tell us a lot more, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, stay high. Oh, we can't. We don't fly. Okay.
I've got a +6 to stealth. Why don't I just go find the mouse and bring it back?
We also all have Pass Without a Trace.
We have a +10 if we stay next to Artemis. So that would give you a +16 if Artemis wild shapes or if you just go together.
All right, let's go find that mouse.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Okay, I got an 18.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Okay, I was like, that's a pretty low roll with +16.
I know, right? I was like, I'll get like a 30 or something like that. No, I rolled 2.
Artemis?
22.
Okay.
I also rolled low, actually.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'm
those
surprised.
are not great
No,
for
not
these
with this,
circumstances.
But thank God we have it.
and you're also
Yeah,
invisible,
seriously.
so that helps. So you start
my God.
skulking through the warehouse here, and as I stated previously, it's very maze-like with how these shelves are set up. And you're kind of following the noise of like this kind of slight scratching sound, or maybe a rummaging in a box. And eventually, you see Cedric. He's got his tail kind of hanging out of a box, waggling as he's reaching in trying to find something.
Very cute scene.
Cedric.
Quick as a whip, his head like pops out and looks around.
It's Artemis. It's Artemis. You can't see me.
And Renald, we have not met before. Hello.
He's just kind of looking.
Put a little piece of cheese next to him.
Well, it's me, and Snøfrid's here, and so is Leo, and Renald is with me. But we're also here.
You know what we didn't account for is what if Cedric got mind controlled?
I don't know if that happened. That's fine.
No.
Full trust. But we're here trying to get Hesk. If you know where he is, or if you know anything about what's going on.
Yes, I know where Hesk is.
Oh my god, it speaks English.
Of course.
Common.
Of course, Cedric speaks English.
No, you all just speak mouse.
What?
Or common. Of course. We can guide you back to where everyone else is so we can discuss more privately.
Yes, we need to be cautious. We don't want to alert Themis.
Exactly. If you know of a more non-detectable area, we could meet you there.
I wouldn't say there's anything that's incredibly non-detectable. There are cameras all throughout this building.
Oh.
It is a good thing we are invisible and you are as small as a mouse.
I find
Yes.
that insulting. Let's go.
No, that's a pro. That's a pro. Okay, let's go.
Just a fact.
And we'll leave breadcrumbs to where everyone else. Not really. No, we're not doing that. That's not happening.
Cedric eats them all as we lay him down.
Yeah. That works.
It takes you like 10 minutes.
No, I
and he is very
pick up
full by
Cedric
the
and-
end. Oh, you pick him up?
He's just rolling along.
Oh,
It's like in, what is it?
Ratatouille.
Not what I was thinking, but sure, why not? I was thinking the Great
Oh
Mouse
my God.
Detective.
I think you mean Rakakuni.
yes.
I put Cedric under my hat and see if he can control me.
The food is not as good.
No, Cedric, you suck.
Remy was a rat. He's a mouse.
Oh, that's right.
Also, like you are a trained chef, and Linguini was not. That was
Correct.
kind of the point of the movie. Was he was
I
already
could
bad.
always be better if I have a rat to control me. I've always said that. I've always said that.
Who's to say you don't already?
Anywho,
Cedric. So we... Whoa!
Sky reveals additional backup character.
Well, you gotta think, Renald. Take out a bunch of those letters, you just get rat.
We have led Cedric back to the
And
group.
add what in?
We're back.
Okay. Cedric is placed down by Renald. He cannot see any of you, but he is assuming that you are where everybody is.
Hi, Cedric. It's very good to see you well and whole.
Yeah, good seeing you. Sorry you can't see us.
Yes, well, it's very nice to, I suppose, just be in your presence.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. We have magic assistance keeping us invisible for now, but if a fight breaks out, we will lose it. So we are trying to do as much recon and sabotage before that happens to try and even our chances.
Yes, of course. I have been making my way around trying to deal with some of the cameras here to make my activities a little bit less noticeable, but I've been trying to keep an eye out on Hesk. It's a bit grim,
Wait, what do you mean?
Is he still alive?
Yes, he's certainly still alive. She seems to have him...
What happened?
Well, it might be best for you to see for yourselves. It's a bit hard to explain.
Okay.
Okay.
If it's not dangerous to approach.
He nods and starts making his way through the maze.
We're right behind you. We're right behind you. We're right behind you. We're right
I lost him. I cannot... Where did he go? He is so small and it's so dark.
Sorry. Just wanted to assure you that we were right behind you still, because you can't see us.
So you follow Cedric, and he leads you to an open area of the warehouse. At the far end of this opening is head. At the far end
Is a head.
Oh, no.
Chaos sends his regards.
Oh no. At the far end of this opening is Hesk. Head drooped and hooked up to a bunch of machinery. Tubes and wires protrude from his flesh, feeding into the machine with a green energy emanating this kind of darkness from within it.
What is that?
Ew.
My boy.
They're powering. This is.
My boy!
They say he is their power source because they don't have any children anymore.
You think they're channeling magic from him?
Yo, from change.
Artemis is absolutely disgusted by this. Literally nauseated. Literally can't look at it.
Hesk is like a chosen of his god. They love him. Like he glows with green energy all the time. They must be absorbing it to power their machines.
Weird.
I wonder if I can safely disable it.
Just tell me what to do and I will assist you in any way that I can.
Well, they probably have alarms set on it.
Well, I'm just worried that if we break the machine in the wrong way, it will also break Hesk.
What if we try and wake him up?
I don't know.
I don't like that darkness. That I'm suspect of that.
Well, we have to do something.
We don't have to do anything right now. We can still do recon.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine.
I am distressed as well, but we shouldn't make any hasty decisions that could put our friend in danger.
That's smart.
I will inspect the machine without trying to modify it.
Make me a tech check.
Okay, 19.
19.
Hey.
That's pretty good.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So with a 19, your instincts were correct. This tubing and wires seem to be pulling something from Hesk. You assume that it's his connection with change, thinking back on that conversation that you had with Gorlox and how chaos has been trying to pull either places of strong magic or places strongly connected to other gods. So magic's force being one, Gorlox being another.
Yow.
That's how they've been managing to power some of their obelisks even. You do have a feeling that you might be able to get Hesk out of this without harming him, but it might be a little difficult and it will definitely take time.
Yeah. Okay. I think I can do it, but we would need a safe window. It will take time. I'll need Leo's help, I think.
Happily.
It's not something to be done hastily. Cedric, is there a point in time where Themis and her is the gnome? Do you know if that's her sister? By the way, I think she is like a wet hag.
Yes, I believe they are also a hag. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there a time when do hags sleep? Like, is there a downtime?
It's going to be difficult. They are of Fey ancestry and don't require sleep.
Right.
I do know that Chaos has had them on quite a tight schedule as of late, so they will be constantly working.
Yeah, they're overworked. Have you seen the person they talk to? Does she look like this? I sketch Lucy Bucklesheim. I take out one of the menus from the
Yeah, of course. We have brochures.
We have a takeaway menu, obviously.
Yeah, we have a little takeaway menu.
Wait, hold on. Why?
It's got the sending address to... Or
whenever that strong energy comes to this place, I try and avoid it.
A little disappointing, but that's very fair. Okay.
Wait, how many loosened buckles are there?
They're all over the place, man.
Okay.
Too many.
Wait, no, he's got the point. Oh, no, there's not one in...
Oh my god, that's right. There was that loosened buckle right next to the forge.
But there's no loosened buckle in Windsail. There's no blue dot in Windsail, and there's no loosened buckle in Growlo. I was thinking they might be.
Oh, what's
That would
the
be
green?
amazing if they matched up perfectly.
Wait, did you say there's no loosened buckle in Windsail? Where you started at the loosened buckle?
No, there's no
No. What I meant was, I was thinking the blue dots were loosened buckles.
Oh, okay.
But what about the
And
green
there's
dots?
no blue dot in Windsail, but the green dots, yes, the green dots actually could be loosened buckles because there wasn't one in Rokul. They were opening one soon, and there's a blue dot in Rokul, and there's also a blue dot in Caldore, which is where the voice said that they were going to do something next. And there's a loosened buckle in Windsail. There's one in the capital in Teluria, which we know to be true, and there are others in Oasis and in. That's it. There's only 3, apparently.
Do you think something will happen when we collect the commemorative glass from every single location?
My God. It's all in the hats. It's all in the hats.
I love it. Yeah, this whole plan to ascend to godhood is actually just like a marketing scheme for their new like special sliders.
My
God,
God,
how could this
the
be-
enemy was capitalism.
Yes,
Could you
I
imagine?
love a good
It's just like
capitalism enemy.
it's just some chaos sliders. It's just different every time you order it. It's just
Right.
chef can do whatever they want.
Sometimes
with
they
them.
just slap you.
I need the power of a god to make the most powerful entree of all time.
Oh my God, I'm
my
worried. We've eaten
God.
there too many times. We probably have like
We're corrupted.
microbots in our blood or some shit. Oh my
Okay.
God, the microplastics. Moving on.
So Cedric, we have been tasked with convincing Themis to renounce chaos and come to her senses. So we don't want to fight her if possible, and if we do fight her, we don't want to kill her. So if they've been overworked, then I think possibly we don't have proof is the problem. Estelle advised us that we would find some way to truly convince her and show her the way was being corrupted. Oh, but they've lost contact with the Tallyman, so I don't have to fight them. The dragon. Have you seen the dragon here?
No, not since we landed.
Okay, so it's probably in storage then.
Once we landed, I needed to, well, in all honesty, I needed to leave Hesk for a little while so that they wouldn't find me.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it since then.
You've done very well, Cedric, and we're very appreciative.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. My current plan, such as it is, it's not much of one, honestly. I think we should, as Renald said, to go post watch on Themis and the Gnome, make sure they're occupied. Leo and I will try to free Hesk from the machine, and then we talk to them. There's no step C. I don't really know what we do if that doesn't work, but I think the Tallyman isn't here. Their patron just left, so isn't going to check up on them soon, and they're stressed and overworked at the moment. It seems like now is as good a time as any. Does anyone have
agree.
any better ideas?
No.
No, not particularly. I mean,
Terrifying.
yeah, you could say that.
If it does come to it, I can assist you in a fight.
Yeah, but again,
You've already done so much. We don't want to get you in harm's way, Cedric.
no. We will take Cedric's help.
Oh,
but
okay.
again,
Never mind.
I'm
non-lethal.
stronger
We
than I
want
look.
to take them
No,
alive.
I'm sure you are. That being said, I mean, if Hesk is being used as a battery, he's probably going to be all sorts of messed up when he gets out of it. I mean, are we better off just turning off the power somehow?
I don't think Hesk would be able to help us in the fight, but we could cut off their access to presumably the dragon, because it was being powered by the children's souls, so it needs power, and any other defenses they might have here.
It's
So-
true.
If we can break Hesk out, then we have our friend back, which is just like, that's great. B, they don't have power, and I don't know, maybe that's some kind of bargaining chip we can use. Be like, look, you can't, it's not sustainable.
Don't waste your power on us.
Change's power is greater than this. I don't know. I'm not, that's going to be someone else's job.
All right.
Cedric, have you heard Themis say any phrase that begins with the words, I welcome those?
I can't say I have.
Damn it.
Of course.
Casey's being too sensible.
She doesn't go around yelling her passwords about.
What? I do that all the time. That's how I remember them. No, it's very fair.
Cedric, what have you found in the boxes?
Mostly there's a lot of food and ingredients of sorts.
Jesus. What kind of food?
A lot of flour, oil, lots of liquor bottles, actually.
They said something about making tapas.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, they're like little finger foods.
They are small plates. They are good.
Yeah, it's a gnomish thing. Throwback.
Yep, because they're Spanish.
Yeah.
What's Casey? I meant to ask this earlier as well. Themis, in the conversation that they had earlier, Themis said, "Yes, of course, we're almost ready for the brew and spear."
Mhm.
I didn't parse that correctly. Could you clarify what those words were?
Yes. We're almost ready with the brew for spear, I'm just waiting for one more ingredient.
4 spear. Got it.
The continent?
I
Yes.
assume.
Yeah, because that's where Caldore is, so that's their next move. They're going to. So I kind of feel like it's loose and buckle.
I really with the Tapas, it's all
That would
leading.
be absolutely crazy
All
if it
roads lead
was.
to Lucy.
We don't have any
Cedric,
other
was there
food-based
toenail
leads.
clippings? Are there toenail clippings in the box?
Not that I found, but there are a lot of boxes.
Yeah, it couldn't have searched them all.
Is there any branding
Who's
on the
to say?
boxes?
Who's to say? No, oh my god, yeah. We've all just been staring at like a LB on all the boxes, not connecting the dots at all.
Everywhere that we've been, there's been loose and buckle wrappers like on the floor. Everywhere we went, we're just like, those must be ours.
I guess let's do this then. Someone needs to. We'll go. Someone needs to watch over Themis and the gnome, and Leo and I will start trying to unhook Hesk.
I'll go do it.
Yeah, I will go. I definitely will not be sticking around to watch this surgery happen, but I will.
They did surgery on the lizard folk.
I literally nauseated to think about it leaving.
That's so dumb, Jonas.
So Renald and Artemis head off to go and try and find Themis and this gnome to try and maybe at least keep tabs on them rather than interact with them. Leo and Snøfrid, you make your way over to Hesk, trying to parse out the best way for you to disconnect him from this tubing, disconnect him from the battery that he might be charging or whatever it is that he's hooked up to. And as you go to make that first move and go towards one of the wires, you place a hand on Hesk, and instantly his head shoots up and his eyes open.
What do his eyes look like?
They are mostly green with a little bit of black peeking up from the bottom lids.
What if I just turned Hesk into mist?
What if you did?
Oh, it has to be a willing creature. Damn it. Okay. If he doesn't react...
Hesk?
Hesk will look to you
Oh, God.
Wait, he looks at us?
and is, I think, like bleary-eyed, can only make out kind of the shapes in the room, and says to you,
Derek Fonzin, Niao Brathaul.
which means simply, have I changed?
I don't know. I mean, Leo, do you think you would jump in at that point?
I don't speak Draconic.
Oh, you're right. He says it in Draconic, so I have to say it. I mean, obviously, she wouldn't just immediately chat it up. Like, there would be a moment's hesitation. But then I would think she would say, it's not you who's changed, my friend, in Draconic.
He sort of like blinks his eyes slightly, rubbing them, and looks to you again.
Snøfrid?
And he like swings his legs,
Don't move.
sits up, like the wires like stretching, and like he almost gets pulled back slightly. And he looks to you and goes,
What are you doing here? Wait,
Rescuing you.
where are you?
Oh, right. I'm in, we're invisible, but we're all here. We're here to rescue you and convince Themis to quit the chaos gig.
You will not be able to convince her. She is steadfast in her devotion to chaos.
We have other information, and if that's true, then that's a shame, but we will defeat her one way or the other.
We're going to slightly cut away at this moment.
Yeah.
And
No.
we're going to move
No.
towards Artemis and Renald,
No.
who have
I don't wanna.
found both Themis and the gnome, who are having a small conversation. You can see that Themis is saying, where is that damn bat? I sent him out for that ingredient a week ago. He should be back by now. And the gnome says, well, I'm sure he'll be back. Don't you worry, Themis. Everything will be fine. Just stay calm and everything will be great. Chaos has taken such good care of us so far, and I'm sure we'll meet her demands soon. And Themis is like, Irma, I appreciate your upbeat personality, but things are dire right now. All right? So if you could just cut it out for 1 second, and then through one of the top windows, you hear a thunk, 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 and looking up, you can see a bat is trying to get in the window. Themis waves her hand. The window flaps open, and the bat flies down, carrying a small green berry. Themis is like, Perfect. Excellent. Now we should... She pauses for a second and turns in the direction that you came from, the direction where Hesk is, and you can hear the slightest bit of Hesk's voice off in the distance.
Yeah, he's pretty bassy.
Yeah, he's not, when he's talking, he's not talking in a hushed tone at all.
That travels.
Yeah.
And Themis pockets the berry and says, "Damn, a rat is back," and starts making her way in that direction. The gnome, trying to keep up with Themis's wide gait.
Yeah. I guess we should just start moving back. Yeah, Renald, I'm looking at you, eyes wide.
Bonjour, that's right. I am not a lizard. Yes, let's go.
Silently.
Renald, I mean, can't see each other, but Renald's like, we need to go. Now.
Yep.
We're going to cut back to Snøfrid, Leo, and Hesk.
You will not be able to convince her, for her convictions are true.
And he steps off of the table.
He's more like up against a wall.
Okay, am I strapped down?
No, but the wires only have a certain distance that they'll go.
Okay, then. And I don't want to disconnect them, right?
No.
Okay, then, yeah, because that'll be bad. I think he can step down, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
He probably looks taller than you remember.
No.
And he looks at,
Where are you?
Listen, I will explain everything, but we need to get you unhooked from this machine ASAP. So if you could, relax for a couple minutes, we'll get you unhooked. Everything will be okay.
My friends, you are mistaken. It has been so long, and I missed you. But things have changed. We are all devoted to things in this world, and truths have been discovered. Change can no longer bring about the transformation needed for this world or myself. For it is only through chaos that we can find the solace needed. But this is good news, for you will join us in finding this.
Oh, no.
Your peoples, your clans, your organizations, they betray you. But through this, we can change them, mold them into what we need them to be. This is what your purpose is to be, what my purpose is. Take this mantle with me, and you will see the truth that you have so long seeked, Snøfrid.
And that's where we're going to end it.
No! You can't be doing that!
No! Wow. Oh, I wish everyone could see Rachel's face throughout that because it was marvelous.
man, we've been prepping for that
Rachel was
for a
fully
minute.
spinning around and falling over in her chair.
I'm
It was great.
still spinning and falling. I hate everything.
I knew it was gonna happen, but part of me was like, "No, it'll be fine." And then it was happening, and
It got me.
God.
I mean, we heard we got that little cutaway at one point, but then he was just talking and being so nice. I thought everything was fine.
Everything is fine.
Everything's
What are you
great.
talking about?
Oh
You guys
my God.
You guys are gonna
Sky,
join me
shut
with chaos.
Shut up.
It's a good line that he used as well. It's very convincing for Snøfrid.
Sky, bravo. Inspiration,
Thank you.
Sky. Inspiration for sure.
Oh shit!
Jonas, inspiration for you for your infiltration as well.
Woo!
I didn't die
You
this
didn't
time.
die.
Yeah, woo!
Oh, it felt good.
Well, thank you so much for listening, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed that cliffhanger as much as we did.
I didn't.
No, I hate it too because I want to play my boy again. Hesk is back. Fuck Renald. Hesk is back.
But easy.
I love Renald.
God.
Well, does anyone have anything they'd like to plug?
No. Twitch.tv/Majora's Rose. I can't give content like that, but I can make a fool of myself. And at Rachel Kordell for my personal stuff. I'm so sad.
You just threw that out like a depressed Victorian.
Because I'm upset.
Yeah,
I'm
noble woman.
upset.
Why are you upset? Hesk is fine.
He's found the light.
Sky, shut.
He was always religious. He just went from, I don't know.
Jonas, your shout outs.
tintenseher.itch.io. Check out my new 2-page RPG called Save the Date, where you can save your best friend's wedding from Disaster.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
You can play as such delightful character archetypes as the nerdy photographer, the sensitive groomsman, the elegant DJ, the witty another player's +1.
Are you telling me there's not a drunk uncle option?
I was gonna say, where's the piss drunk uncle and or 16-year-old?
It's like a Honey Heist style.
I just want to play that. I want to play Save the Day. That sounds cool.
Dude, that sounds like fun. We'll do that. We'll do that for a one shot. That would be great.
Yeah.
That would be a fun one shot.
Also check out friend of the show, Shenanigans on Twitch, ShenAnigids. She gave us a lovely little shout out during her stream a while back.
Thank you.
And I'm finally getting around to shouting her out back. Thank you very much.
Yeah, cross promotion.
I'm following her.
I'll do it too. Friendship.
Keep an eye out for Blue Hundreds, because hopefully we'll start filming soon, I've been told. So, yeah, I'm super excited about that. Looking forward to getting back into the role of a detective. But yeah, keep an eye out for that live action stuff. We still have our GoFundMe up, I believe. If you want to share or donate, that would be great. Otherwise, just keep an eye out, and hopefully it will be done within the year.
All right.
Do you feel lost in life? Do you feel like you don't have purpose the way that you should?
Now I don't.
Well, why don't I tell you a little thing called chaos?
Oh.
Accept chaos into your heart of hearts, and
Bye.
you will discover the truth that you've always seeked out. You will open
Change.
up yourself to new possibilities, new experiences, skydiving, bungee jumping, blowing up a town, leaving a review on a podcast. All these things can be yours, especially leaving a review on the RP Jester podcast on iTunes or wherever.
Spotify.
Can be yours if you accept a little bit of chaos into your heart. Thank you, and good night.
Absolutely not. Goodbye.
Everything hurts.
No, everything's chaos.
Everything hurts.